Parliament's back this week, briefly, before it's put into cold storage by Boris Johnson's government. He insists he's tried to get a deal with the EU, but he faces sabotage from rebel MPs. Brussels still says there are no signs of a deal. And in the meantime, we are all being told to prepare for no deal in a massive new government campaign under the headline, Get Ready. It's like being in a plane assured by the pilot we're on course for a smooth landing, while the cabin crew warn all the passengers to adopt the brace position. We are going to try to explain and analyse what is going on during this extraordinary political episode.
What I think now is one of the government's most vulnerable points, which is its treatment of EU nationals. And they've been told that freedom of movement would end on the 31st of October. This puts the skids under millions of people in Britain who've been told their status wouldn't change.
And to be clear, there are 3 million plus EU nationals living permanently in this country.
If free movement ends, then what is their status? If they haven't been processed, they come back into Britain. There's all sorts of questions, but interestingly, it looks like the government has already caved in, which is free movement ending in the end of October.
Sunday Times front page story.
Yes, saying they've worked out that what they thought was a bit of fiery rhetoric had way more legal implications than they worked out. So this is the first retreat we've seen from Boris Johnson's government. That they've worked out that they're being a bit careless, really, with the thoughts and the livelihoods of EU nationals.
But don't they need to pass a new immigration bill to get beyond this?
Oh, yeah.
And they've got no time to pass a new immigration bill.
Yeah, exactly. They misjudged the legislation. And it's interesting that Michael Gove said a few weeks ago when he was running for leader that the government should offer them all free citizenship, saving them £2,000. A great idea.
The Barnier interview, the Barnier article, very, very interesting.
It's fascinating.
Quite a scoop for the Sunday Telegraph.
It's an excellent piece because I think whilst Boris Johnson has been playing his hard man routine and hoping that that he was getting movement by that routine, we've got Michel Barnier. He clearly isn't blinking at all. He's saying, you know, they've had intense negotiations with all the member states and that they are absolutely certain. The quote is that the backstop is the maximum amount of flexibility that the EU can offer to a non-member state. So the backstop is going nowhere in Michel Barnier's. He is not blinking at this point.
Fraser, we keep being told by government ministers that the EU are moving, they're shifting, there's signs of hope. Are there really?
Well, we had sort of positive noises from Macron and from Merkel when Boris Johnson was doing his great dashes to Europe. And they didn't really say, yes, we'll renegotiate. They said, OK, let's see if we can come to a new understanding. That's why Michel Barnier's article will be quite a blow for them, because he's saying unequivocally, my deal is the only deal. This comes to the great Tory conundrum. Who calls the shots in the EU? Is it Michel Barnier, or will he be told by Merkel, as the Tories hope, no, you've got to compromise?
And